pass that ended the first quarter, and then the interception. Francisco McKinley, a squib kick. It'll be taken at the 35, and falling to the turf there will be Seth Baldwin, and he goes down at the 36 with 11:49 remaining. And then, of course, Wilson on the first play of the second quarter picks off the Phil Berger pass and returns it 46 yards for a touchdown. And Cedar Ridge now in dire need of a steady, long drive. Not many big plays in this one offensively, and you wouldn't expect that to be the case, but defensively, Orange the one setting up big plays, and they come up with 7 points off a big turnover, make it 8 points off a turnover. They now lead 14-3 after Wilson also scored on the try for two. Man in motion, misdirection handoff. Baldwin treks around to the left. He looks for room, but the Panther pursuit cracks down on him, and Baldwin can only get one. Jordy Farrington wrestled him down for a stop. And also getting over there, the new man in the secondary for Orange, that's Chase Torrain. Orange lining up Alex Long, Chase Torrain, and Rodney Brooks, and we also see Keyshawn Thompson in there as well. Brooks helped fill the gap. Baldwin can get only one. It's 2nd down and 9. After Cedar Ridge had a strong opening first drive, they commit a turnover on their second drive and now really pressed to come up with something big on 2nd and 9. Rolling out to the left, Berger looking to throw, meets pressure from behind, now guns it, and that one is nearly intercepted again. And we got a flag down. Peyton Wilson ran up reading that play. He had drifted back into coverage. Then he charged up realizing where Berger was going to go with that ball. Pass was incomplete. Umpire threw the flag. That official, Travis Keith, coming over to see what the foul is and who will be against. Clock stop with 11:24 remaining and Orange leading 14-3. An eligible man downfield called against Cedar Ridge. That will be the second penalty of the game against the Red Wolves if it's accepted. Orange may decline it, but it appears that defensive captain Noah Rogers has elected to enforce the penalty against the Red Wolves, so it will be a 5-yard mark-off to make it 2nd down and 14.
Illegal man downfield for Cedar Ridge.
Ball back to the 33. And it'll be 2nd down and 14 from the 33 here. Cedar Ridge in uniforms very similar to the third uniforms of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Black tops with burgundy numerals, black pants, and they have an interlocking CR in burgundy on their white helmets. Orange wearing white tops with orange pants and orange helmets with a capital white O on the front. And off to the side, London Saunders takes the handoff from Berger, stays on his feet, rumbles past the 35, out to the 40. That's where he's tackled by Jordy Farrington. So Saunders running hard for 7. And it'll be 3rd down and 7. Cedar Ridge converted 2 third downs on their first drive and 1 4th down. Mr. Pappas down at the other end, Jim Pappas said if you didn't know any better tonight, you'd think South Carolina and Clemson were playing, and that's what it looks like. Here's the toss. Shamar Miles can't get far on the toss sweep right, and he is tackled well shy of the first down. Eli Haithcock comes over along with Keyshawn Thompson to make the stop. And Miles winds up getting 2 out of that. And it'll be 4th down and 5. And Trent Gill will have to come out for his first punt of the game. Orange leading 14-3. And the dangerous Peyton Wilson goes back. Peyton now has touchdowns tonight on offense and on defense. He's also got 4 punt returns this year, 4 touchdowns. Gill with 10 on the play clock. Takes a good snap, and the kick is away. It's a high punt. Wilson can't return this one. He'll bounce at the 25, inside the 20, and he'll let it roll. Well, number 10 for the Red Wolves out to the 20-yard line. John Williams came to a stop. So, good punt. Goes for, we'll call it 40 yards, out to the Orange 20. That's where Orange has started all of their drives so far in this game, in fact. With 9:57 remaining, and Orange now will come out, leading the game 14-3. Peyton Wilson has both Orange touchdowns. Picked off a pass for a score from 46 yards. He opened the game with a 3-yard touchdown run off right tackle. Now from the I formation, Puckett will line up as the fullback. Will be Beasley as the tailback. Mervante will take the pigskin. Chimes up the middle past the 20 and out to the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. That's where a swarm of Red Wolves are waiting on him, including 78, Ike Rivera. So Beasley just adds on to his total here. Call it a gain of 5. It'll be second down and 5. Cedar Ridge team that in 2010 played for the 2AA Eastern Regional State Championship, where they lost to Northeastern High out of Elizabeth City. And little did anyone know it at the time, but that was really the end of an era for this school, at least in terms of football. Running wide to the right, it's Beasley. He's got running room after escaping a tackle. Past the 30, 35, 40. Beasley out past the 45 to the 50, and he dodges a tackle, and he is gone. 30, 20, 10. Mervante Beasley. Touchdown, Orange. And he just keeps running and running all the way until he reaches the track, which is a good 20 yards away from the end zone. Mervante Beasley scores. It is a 75-yard touchdown run. And Mervante might break his own personal best that he set against Southern Durham in the first half. With 9:04 remaining here, we weren't expecting big plays tonight offensively, but here we are. Orange now leads 20-3. Now Francisco McKinley for the extra point. There's the snap, the spot. The kick is up, and it is good. So the touchdown by Beasley, and it's been the Mervante Beasley show here tonight. Scoring on a 75-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers now lead Cedar Ridge 21-3 on HillsboroSports.com.
The Carolina Hilltopper Foundation is helping to expand the game of lacrosse in North Carolina. Through their efforts, several local middle school programs have been able to join the lacrosse world, and travel teams have produced 8 Division I players and many Division II and III players, including several Orange and Cedar Ridge players enjoying successful collegiate careers. The fall season isn't far away. To register, visit hilltopperlax.com.
Orange only needed 53 seconds to score that time. 2 carries by Mervante Beasley, 1 for 5, the other for 75. And the Panthers now lead 21-3. Francisco McKinley with the kickoff. It's an end-over-end spiral. Will be taken at the 10-yard line. Up to the 15 goes Miles, past the 20 to the 25, up to the 30, out to the 35. And Jordy Farrington has to bring Miles down out at the 40-yard line. Fine return. Check that. That was Kevin Wright Jr. on the carry. So Kevin Wright Jr. returns at 37 yards. Kevin Wright Jr., who is only a junior, playing a very solid game already here tonight for Cedar Ridge. Ball out to the 42, and might be now or never for the Red Wolves the way Orange is operating on offense. The bad news for Cedar Ridge is that this is a tough defense to move against. Here's Berger, handoff. Saunders follows the blockers ahead and gets out to about the 46. And say this for Cedar Ridge, this is as capable a running attack as Orange has faced this year. Even Southern Durham didn't move it this efficiently. Saunders working hard for his yards, and he gets 4. So it's second down and 6. Orange has put together 2 touchdowns and a flash, just when it seemed like Cedar Ridge might have some momentum after an interception by Kevin Wright Jr. On second and 6, out of the wishbone, Miles goes in motion. Handoff, Saunders will edge to the left and grinds ahead, but not much running room. Only to about the 49. Noah Rogers and Ryan Sellers came over. An Orange defense that's only giving up 86 yards per play. Gain of 4 here. Saunders ran as hard as he could, and it'll be 3rd down and 2 now. This might be the drive that determines this game, if it's going to be a competitive contest or if it's going to be a blowout. Miles will be a wingback. John Williams also in there as a wide receiver. Berger sends a man in motion. He'll run the toss for Miles. Edging to the right, he's got the first down. Following good blocks ahead by Andre Holmes and Taylor Daniel out to the 46-yard line. And that'll be enough to move the chains once again. Shamar Miles
Inside of orange territory for another Cedar Ridge.
running for 4, make it 5 yards out to the orange 45. Taylor Daniel, Zach Berry, Austin Holmes, all moving very quickly as they had to pull in that situation, and Cedar Ridge gets another first down out of that. So far, Orange has only come up with 1 3 and out in the game. On this, the third Cedar Ridge drive. Saunders, stop and go, had some hesitation because Orange had climbed up the line and not much running room at all there. Ryan Sellers came aboard for the tackle along with Stone Edwards. Talked to Stone yesterday, in case you didn't hear our episode of Prep Sports Tonight, which airs on HillsboroSports.com, our podcast. You can also hear it on WCHL 97.9 FM. And Stone talked about how he wants to go into post-medical engineering once he's done with football. He is one impressive young man. 2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard pickup. In motion, Miles. Doesn't go around in this time. He just streaks behind the center. Berger will throw. Looking, chunks it over the middle. The pass is dropped. Oh, it was delivered right on the mittens. But it was dropped by Shamar Miles. So 3rd down and 9. Again, a soft spot in the zone there. And that's something that Cedar Ridge has utilized at 3 different points in this game. And it would have been a 4th there if the catch had been made. But it was dropped. So it's 3rd down and 9 with 6:29 remaining. Good play fake that time by Berger, who last week was 12 of 24 for a season-high 190 yards in the loss in Pittsburgh to Northwood. Cedar Ridge scored the opening touchdown in that game. They led at the half 7-6, but ultimately lost 20-13. 3rd down and 9. Berger meets pressure from behind by Edwards. On the run, he throws, and it's well over the head of his intended receiver and incomplete. He was looking for John Williams, the former starting quarterback for Cedar Ridge, and it's incomplete. So Cedar Ridge now, certainly behind the 8 ball, faces a 4th down, and Trent Gill will come on. Scott Loosemore, in his first season as the full-time head coach for Cedar Ridge. Last year he was the interim head coach for the entire season. We'll see if he has something in mind here on 4th and 9. Gill, who's also a former defensive end, takes the snap, and the kick is away. High hanger, and again, Peyton Wilson won't have a return. It bounces at the 15. It will roll dead at the 19 of Orange. So 25-yard punt with 6:16 remaining, and Orange leading 21-3. And the Panthers will open up 1st down and 10 here. And they'll go ahead and spot the ball at the 20-yard line because that's where the other Orange drives have started in this game. They've all been touchbacks or have just wound up at the 20-yard line out of coincidence, one way or another. So out comes Jackson Schmid, the Orange quarterback. Orange averaging 298 yards per game on offense. Handoff, it is Morgan Pascal bullying into a Red Wolf, but he is taken down hard. Good tackle made by Ryder Twilla, man who leads the team with 15 tackles for loss, also has 11 sacks on the year. And he wrestles down Pascal after a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9 coming up here. Orange scored on its opening drive. As they steadily went down the field, the longest play was a 13-yard run by Peyton Wilson on a long drive that went 80 yards and took over 4.5 minutes off the clock and ended with Wilson scoring on a 3-yard play around tackle. Schmidt will throw on 2nd and 9. Guns it far sideline, and it's caught. 45 and break out. Up into the 50, to the 40, 30, 20. Cody Evans is gone. Touchdown, Orange. Cody Evans broke free, and there was a clear missed assignment there along the far sideline, and Orange gets his longest touchdown strike of the year. Jackson Schmid throwing to Cody Evans on a 79-yard pass, and Orange now leads 27-3. Cody Evans scores a touchdown for the 3rd time in 4 games. That time he streaked right past Seth Baldwin. And Jackson Schmid comes up with his 8th touchdown pass of the year. Now Francisco McKinley for the extra point. Snap, the spot, the kick up.